From the Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, it is the 2021 All-American 11-Man Football Bowl. Amazing amassment of teams, the players, the coaching staff have all come here for one final game for all these seniors, one final game for the juniors and sophomores, one final game with their respective teammates. Welcome to everyone watching around the world. I'm Spencer Thompson, alongside Brendan Daniel, proud to be with you in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. What's even more interesting about this game, Brendan, is that one of the coaching staffs is led by Coach Roland Bell. The Southern Prep Academy Fighting Rangers, who have primarily played 8-man football in their year. He wanted his guys to play in the 11-man game so they could show that they could play on the same level as the national anthem is playing in stadiums, so we'll have respect to that. Wouldn't be the first time that we've talked over the national anthem unintentionally, but you know, but as prayer and stadium. Okay.
Try this one more time.
Coach Roland Bell wanted his guys to play in the 11-man game, not only because he was coaching in it, but he has a strong belief that his guys could step up on that level. We're about to find out.
Absolutely, and I truly believe it because, as we said, in Florida, they're very consistent and they know what they do and need to do in order to win these games.
And they've got a really tough matchup with a team that's mostly dominated by players from Bethlehem Christian, Georgia Force Christian, several great programs that are amassing this 11-man All-America game. Should be fun from Gatlinburg. What are your final thoughts heading into it?
Hey, man, just go have fun and do what all you need to do just to get scouted. That's it.
And it's going to be special as we get into game time. The Gatlinburg 11-man All-American Bowl of 2021 next on 8-Man Extreme. Coin toss happening in midfield now for this 11-man All-American Bowl. And looks like the Stripes won the toss and elected to defer the choice to the second half. And looks like the Stars will receive to start off the game.
Team Stars will receive the opening kickoff.
Kickoff coming up in just a few moments here from Smoky Mountains. Four sophomores in this contest. The 8-man bowl from earlier had 5 sophomores. Junior, senior heavy, of course, is the main goal for All-American games. Give the seniors one last chance to compete the high school level football. Get a great experience on around the Gatlinburg area, Smoky Mountains, get a few days of practice, get to soak in the city. Now the time has come for this 11-man All-American game to kick off. It will be booted away by Christian Borderland from Central Hinds Academy, and away we go. The All-American 11-man game, and we will have a fair catch called at the 19-yard line by Ben Reed of Bethlehem Christian. The 11-man Stars, led by coaches Bruce Lane, Tad Strong, Christian Lane, Mason Goodman, and Ford Setzer. Colliding with the Stripes, led by Danny Lewis, Roland Bell, Ty Colson, Stacy Bell, Matt Kelly, and Don Peppers. On the 25-yard line, first offensive play of the game is a carry. That carry by Josh Adams, the sophomore. And he is forced to a loss of 2 yards.
Number 5, Joshua Adams from Bethlehem Christian will bring up a Team Stars second down. Correction, ball spotted at the 23-yard line.
Second and 12. Scramble. Good pass off, incomplete. Reed intended for Harper.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 16, Daniel Harper from Georgia Force. That'll bring up a Team Stars.
Again, the Stars primarily dominated by players from Georgia Force Christian, Bethlehem Christian, as well as Christ Church Academy. Third and 12. Quick toss, incomplete. Force a fourth and out, as the pass was intended to Ty Whiting from Bethlehem Christian, the senior.
Ty Whiting from Bethlehem Christian. It'll bring up a fourth down for Team Stars.
Stripes defense forces a 4th and out, and that's the difference you see in this game is that they are not rushing the punter. They're just opting to not do any punt returns at all. Unlike the 8-man game we saw earlier, it's a fair catch by John White, the senior from Chambers Academy. We'll see the Stripes go on offense for the first time.
Stripes had a good defensive stop. Just 3rd and out. Let's see what they can do offensively.
And first offensive play for the Stripes is going to be a carry up to the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was a carry by 83, Jordan Benbrook for the senior from Chambers Academy.
Jordan Benbrook from Chambers Academy. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line will be a team stripes. 2nd down.
Second and 10. This handoff, right side carry. The flag is down. We have our first penalty of the game. That ball carried by Tyron Trammell. We do have a flag down.
Number 81, Tyron Tramwell from Chambers Academy. There's a flag on the play.
A holding call against the offense. It's declined.
Holding called against Team Stripes. They'll bring up a Team Stripes. 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Third and 10. And the shotgun looks, tries to get the pass off, and a good catch down the sideline made by Jack Standeffer. Senior from Tuscaloosa Academy moves the chains, moves it across midfield.
What a great rollout. Way to get set by the quarterback and able to get that ball right near that sideline right there.
Penalty called against the Team Stars. Ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line.
And from the 47-yard line, the Stripes keep it going.
Down.
And a time called by side official. There's a discussion here with the coach of the Stripes. So I guess needed a clarification. 1st and 10, 47. Shovel pass. Left side is Benbrook. Benbrook getting some space and blockers all the way to the 20-yard line. And a big carry for the Stripes as Benbrook moves it down the field.
That was a great option pass by the quarterback, able to give Benbrook a nice chance to get in that hole, and just great blocking by the offense.
New set of downs, trying to carry it up the middle. Push the pile a little bit, but it'll result in a loss of a yard. That Stars defense stands strong. Keep them outside the 20-yard line.
Ball carried up to the 27-yard line. That'll bring up a Team Stripes. 2nd down.
2nd and 11. With motion, the handoff, looking, airing out towards the end zone. It's a touchdown. Catch made by Standeffer. The senior from Tuscaloosa Academy strikes first.
Pass is complete.
Oh, what a great play action and the perfect, just wide open pass play.
It was ruled incomplete.
Nick Sanford to number 3, Jack Standeffer is incomplete. That'll bring up a team stripes. 3rd down.
What would have been a 6 points on the board for Standeffer. It's taken off with the incompletion and a 3rd and 11 coming up. Catch made. Here goes 7. Garrett Peebles from Southern Prep tries to get up to the 15-yard line and does with the spot, 4 yards short of the line to gain.
That'll bring up a
And we've
team
seen people
stripes.
do this plenty of times. Just get a screenplay, get as many yards as you can.
On to attempt the field goal for team stripes. Number 88, Christian Bordelon from Central Hines Academy.
And Christian Borderlawn, the field goal attempt sooner than in the 8-man game. The players opting not to rush the kicker at all, but just intimidate him with screams and hollers, and it works to keep it scoreless here through almost 5 minutes of play.
Now, I've seen that work at a basketball game when it comes to free throws, but never for field goals.
I wonder if you're allowed to do that in regular games, high school football. You're allowed to just stand in the line and scream.
Not that I'm aware of.
First and 10 from the 25. Quick toss. Catch made. 30-yard line. A good reception by Bram Lowry, the junior from Asheville Christian.
Pass is complete. To number 22, Bram Lowry from Asheville Christian. That'll bring up a 2nd down, Team Stars.
Gain of 6 yards. 2nd and 4, slung, and the catch made by Mason Mulder. Senior from Georgia Forest Christian takes it up to the 39-yard line.
A smart move to bring it back and just able to find that nice, decent hole to get that first down.
Mason Mulder. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. It'll be a Team Stars 1st down.
First and 10, toss right side, incomplete. Looks like a miscommunication on the route. It looked like it was intended for Lowry. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
That'll bring up a Team Stars 2nd down.
Second and 10. Right side, rush. Big carry there, still going. That's Samad Muhammad, the senior from Besmer Academy, getting the big carry.
Defense is going to have to do better with tackling if they want to bring him down.
Ball is carried by number 34, Samad Muhammad from Besmer Academy. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. It'll be a Team Stars first down.
First and 10 across midfield for the Stars. Carry up the middle to about the 39-yard line. Again, Muhammad.
And he's just lowering his head and just letting the pass talk. Just
Ball carried by number
bulldozing
34,
through,
Muhammad.
gaining yards.
Loss of yardage on the play. Will bring up a Team Stars second down. Correction, gain of 5 on the play. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line.
Gain of 4 for a second down and 6. As the Stars march down the field. Handoff. Right side carry. Josh Adams, the sophomore from Bethlehem Christian, gets inside the 20. They'll spot him actually at the 21, but just outside the red zone for the Stars.
Down to the 21-yard
Another
line.
sophomore just showing how bright of a future he has. Just able to get out and just get a first down.
From the 21. Handoff, Adams again. Adams up the middle for a gain of about 8 yards.
Ball carried by number 5, Adams.
And great pickup protection by offensive line. They were sending the blitz in, and everybody picked up one man, able to make that hole for him to gain a couple of yards and edge a little closer to the end zone.
Stars continuing to push down the field. At a second down and 2. Toss left side. The catch is made. Mason Mulder brought down for
Pass is complete.
no gain.
Mason Boulder from Georgia Force. Down to
Brings
the
up a third down and 2.
line. It'll bring up a Team Stars. Third down.
Third down and 2. Carry it there. Trying to push through. It'll be a first down. That carry
Ball carried by number 36, Miles
That was
Tate from Asheville Christian.
Miles Tate on the carry.
Ball will be spotted at the 6-yard line. It'll be a Team Stars first down.
Senior from Asheville Christian getting the first down into the 6-yard line. First and goal, and false start. First and goal from the 11-yard line with the false start. Pitch in the backfield. Finding the hole. It's a touchdown for Josh Adams.
There's a little rough extra right there, but everybody did their job in blocking, and that's why the hole was made and an easy walk-in. He was barely touched.
Likely another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty with the celebrations. It's offsetting penalty, celebration by both sides.
On to attempt the extra point. Number 38, Ryan Arrington from Lancaster Christian.
And from Lancaster Christian, Ryan Arrington kicking the PAT. Got some action in the 8-man game, and a 7-0 lead for the Stars over the Stripes with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. .430 left to go in the first quarter. Scores first by Josh Adams, as this is a line drive, and it looks like a gentleman's agreement to not go for it on any punts or kickoffs.
Maybe not even field goals.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on field goals or PATs either.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line.
Likely because of player safety.
Push down.
Now a 1st and 10 for the Stripes. They move it back for a penalty here to the 25-yard line. It's actually a live kickoff from the kicker, but the ball always starts on the 25 per the agreements. And there's a carry there. Flag on the backside as Owen Wolf carried it for several yards. Likely to get an offensive holding. Owen Wolf, the senior from Southern Prep Academy. One of the Fighting Rangers. Hold and a face mask, so the penalties will offset to replay the down. Owen Wolf, one of many Southern Prep Academy Fighting Rangers who got to participate in the national tournament for 8-man football in Florida, down in Panama City Beach. First and 10 from the 25. faked handoff. And it's carry up, looks like by
Ball carried by number 82, Miles Richardson.
it's Miles Richardson who carried it up.
Down to the 30-yard line. They bring up a team strikes, second down.
Second down and 5. Have to carry by Richardson. With motion. The handoff. Carry here by Benbrook. Benbrook to the outside to the 45-yard line.
And the triple option is killing this
Ball carried
defense.
by number 83, Jordan Benbrook.
As you got
from
two
Chambers Academy.
runners, you don't know who's going to have it, so you're just going to have to play get the guessing game.
Bring up a team strikes.
Maybe defense can
First down.
communicate on who can cover who, just in case.
Wolf looking. Opposite. Quick toss over to Trammell. Tyrone Trammell, the senior from Chambers Academy, gets the catch in the first down. There is a flag down.
From Chambers Academy. There is a flag on the play.
Wolf just always doing what he does, just going through his progressions and finding the guy. Check down.
It's pass interference called on the defense, so I believe they'll tack it on to the end of the play. And they will tag it on from the 45-yard line. The officials are talking about where the ball is supposed to be spotted. Pass interference on the offense.
Penalty is called on team strikes. Ball is spotted at 46.
They changed it around there.
Still first down.
At least they got the enforcement right. First down and 8 from the 47-yard line. Wolf looking, tries to keep it, immediately met by the defense. Caden Cook, the junior from Springwood School, gets the sack.
Just sitting at the right place in the right time, watching the quarterback's eyes and see what he does. And
Stripes, second down.
Second and 11. Under a minute and a half left to go in the first. Wolf looking. Trying to find the option. He's going to have to keep it. It's brought down to about the 49-yard line after the tumble and brings up about a third down and 6.
Quarterback keeper by number 10, Wolf.
defense doing a great job,
Up to the
not only
45-yard
containing
line.
Wolf, but also
Friction 50.
covering all the wideouts out there and leaving no options for Wolf, as he's usually able to find somebody.
Spotted right on the 50 for a 3rd down and 5. And a timeout called by the Stripes with 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter. .27 seconds left in the first quarter as Wolf scrambles, gets the incompletion. Pass intended for Pembroke.
Way to read that play. Be patient. Read the quarterback. You see your man. Just go in and rush him.
And that will force the Stripes to punt it away on the 50-yard line, even with 5 yards to gain. And no rushing on the punt. Booted away by Bordelon, as this will go all the way down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Fantastic punt. And no time wound off the clock for that. It still says on the scoreboard 20 seconds.
Punt will be marked down at the 12-yard line. Gonna bring up 18 Stars. First down.
And the Stars will get a few more plays off here until they have to swap sides of the field. Quick toss, catch, right side. Reception made there by Daniel Harper, the senior from Georgia Forest Christian. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Stars have the only score of the game on a passing touchdown to Josh Adams.
Pass is complete to number
And
16.
after 15, 7-0, Stars lead in the 2021 Gatlinburg All-American Bowl game for 11-man football.
Winter is the time for families to gather, around the fireside, around the table. The time for clear mountain views and crisp mountain air. For festival lights and holiday memories. For sky-high adventures and high mountain trails. For days of shopping and nights of wonder. For the art of the gift and the gift of nature. It's the time to make memories. It's winter in Gatlinburg. Register to win a free winter getaway.
Started the second quarter from Rocky Top Sports World as this ball is carried up to the 15-yard line, so right back to the line of scrimmage. Stars lead 7-0 in this All-American game for 11-man football. Spencer Thompson, Brendan Daniel, director Audrey Green, Jerry Shannon Jr. running additional camera. We got James Shannon doing PA in the booth next to us. Monica Shannon, Miranda Cooper helping us here at Legion Field and Hammond Stadium. Here at Gatlinburg Pittman High School, which is all part of the Rocky Top Sports Complex in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains. Called the 8-man game earlier that ended up being a close one to the finish. What's in store for us here? This 11-man game. About to find out as that catch is made across the middle. Good reception there by Daniel Harper. First down to the 33-yard line.
And he just found the gap in that zone defense and just sat and was able to catch that ball easily. Made it easy for his quarterback to throw.
To number 16, Daniel Harper from Georgia Force. Ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. That'll be a Team Stars first down.
First and 10, handoff, right side, carry. Miles Goodlow, senior from Christ Church Academy. No gain on the play.
Ball is carried by number 20, Miles Goodlow.
Miles Richardson met him right there as he is trying to gain more yardage, but that great defensive lineman, he's not going to let it happen.
Second down.
Second and 10. Quick toss, incomplete. Intended for Goodlow.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 20, Goodlow. I'll bring up 18 Stars, third down.
Third down. Looking, is going to air it out deep downfield. Intended for 28. Tried to get the catch in coverage. There's a flag for pass interference. That was Luke Stubbs who tried to get the catch and is going to get some big yardage there from the penalty.
Those 50-50 balls are tough to cover by a corner if you're not paying attention. And corner just has to pay the penalty.
It'll bring up a first and 10 on the 47-yard line. Lucky break for the Stars. Lobbed in the backfield to Adams. Josh Adams pushing through for a gain of 6. About 5 or 6 on the carry.
Ball is carried to the 48-yard line. That'll bring up a Team Stars, second down. Ball carried by number 5, Josh Adams from Bethlehem Christian.
Second and 5. Handoff. Faked. Denny looking. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage for 3rd and 5.
19, Jacob Denny from Creekside High School. Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line to bring up a Team Stars 3rd down.
Third and 5. Denny. Scramble, he's sacked. Brought down in the backfield by 82.
Miles Richardson will not be denied. He is a hard man to cover for the offensive line, and he's shown any type of power move, spin move he has.
Miles Richardson on the tackle. He's credited with the sack and forces a 4th down and 14. Big momentum shift as the Stripes trying to find the equalizer. Down at about the 27-yard line.
Punt is down at the 27-yard line. That'll bring up a Team Stripes 1st down.
New offensive drive for the Stripes. 1st and 10. There's a flag down on the backside as Roderick Watkins carried it to the left. And it's penalty against the offense. Holding. It's 69 degrees here. Warmed up today. Rain is going to be likely several hours from now, probably well after the conclusion of this contest. It was raining earlier during the 8-man game. Storms have parted. It's like a nice bright sunny day on the field for All-American 11-man game. 1st and 20 from the 16. Dumped off, incomplete. Pass intended for Benbrook.
Bring up a Team Stripes 2nd down.
Second and 20. Fake handoff pass, catch is made. Trammell gets back up to the 29-yard line for a 3rd and 9.
From Chambers Academy will bring up a Team Stripes 3rd down.
3rd and 9. Scramble. It's just kept up to about the 36. Not enough
Ball carried by
for the
number
first
1,
down for Watkins, the second senior from Lindsay Lane Christian. He's been put in some tough situations. He's been managed fairly well.
It'll be a team
Just 3 yards short of the line to gain.
down.
Forced to punt it away, and even though it's technically muffed. Gentleman's agreement to not pressure any of the punt returns or kickoff returns, but still letting them get the action in, as Stars will start from their own 29-yard line. .8:31 left to go in the first half as the Stars try to march it down the field again and lead by 7. Low-scoring affair so far. Let's hand it off. Adams tripped up in the backfield. Adams nowhere for him to go.
Ball carried by number 5.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback wanted to keep it that time, but Adams was so aggressive on keeping the ball himself and gaining some yards.
Bring up 18 Stars, 2nd down.
Loss of a yard for a 2nd down and 11. Pressure. Finds a gap in the middle. Down to the, loses the football, and the Stripes recover it. A good run by Jacob Denny when he found the hole, but a fumble recovery. John White of Chambers Academy got to it.
If you're a quarterback and you're at scramble like that, you got to hold on tight to that ball, make sure it doesn't go out.
First down.
First and 10 after the fumble recovery. Right side carry, Trammell. Trammell almost drugged down by the jersey. This man cannot be stopped until he gets a gain of 5 yards.
He did exactly what every runner should do. Just keep moving those feet. If you keep moving those feet, you won't be stopped, even by the tug of a jersey.
18 strikes, 2nd down.
Good gain for 5 yards to bring up a 2nd and 5. The Stripes trying to capitalize on this defensive turnover. 2nd and 5, toss left side, incomplete, intended for Trammell.
Pass is incomplete. I'll bring up 18 stripes. 3rd down.
Third and 5. And ball loose in the backfield. Who's got it?
Defense.
I think the Stars are all indicating they had it. And the Stars recover it. The Stripes tried to capitalize, and they cough up the ball.
Just a mishandle on the toss and try to give it to the running back. Now the Stars have a chance to regroup and get some points on the board. They be riding their lead.
Stars take over on their own 40-yard line, getting a big defensive stop and keeping their lead by 7. First and 10. As a timeout is called by the Stars. 6:42 left to go in the 2nd quarter here in Gatlinburg.
Winter is the time for families to gather around the fireside, around the table. The time for clear mountain views and crisp mountain air. For festival lights and holiday memories. For sky-high adventures and high mountain trails. For days of shopping and nights of wonder. For the art of the gift and the gift of nature. It's the time to make memories. It's winter in Gatlinburg. Register to win a free winter getaway.
.642 left to go in the 2nd quarter and in the first half. As the Stars on a 1st and 10 air it out up the middle. What a diving catch! Down to the 34-yard line. An incredible reception by Miles Goodlow, the senior from Christ Church Academy.
Miles Goodlow just watching for that ball and just being patient as the quarterback they nicknamed during practice, Country Club, just gives him a pass.
We were wondering when we would see big plays like that throughout this All-American game. There's one of the first ones of the contest.
It won't be too long, and I'm sure on the other side, Bill has something up his sleeve for a big play as well.
1st and 10 from the 34. Pressure, just dumps it off. Catch made by Adams, and will take a loss of about a yard. Bring up 2nd and 11.
Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. It'll be
good pressure by the defense, able to get past the offensive line. And still a yard loss. That's a win.
2nd and 11. Fake handoff, toss left side. The catch is made. At reception by Miles Goodlow to get the first down and a little bit more as the Stars march into the red zone of the Stripes.
If only he could have got a block by his other wideout, maybe it'd be an end zone or a touchdown for him. But guess he was trying to decide who to block and couldn't think fast enough on his feet.
Inside the red zone, fake handoff. Here's Adams. He got that first touchdown for the Stars earlier.
Ball carried by number 5, Adams.
Forced to a 2nd down
Down
and
to the
5.
18-yard line. It'll bring up, correction, the 13-yard line. Bring up 18 Stars, 2nd down.
Second and 5. And the rush attempt from Muhammad just swallowed up by the defense of the Stripes.
Loss of yardage on the play at the 16-yard line.
Defensive line just waiting in the trenches in this route. Is able to stop that run as Muhammad's usually able to get through and get to that second level.
Four minutes and counting left in the first half. In what's been a low-scoring contest. If you like defensive games, you got yourself a good one here. Both defenses have stood fairly strong.
Both defenses have done turnovers as well.
And time called with 3:31 left to go in the first half. It's a timeout called by the Stripes.
Timeout.
.331 left to go in the first half. As the Stars are trying to push through for their second score of the game. And they push short of the line to gain by a yard. It brings up 4th down.
Ball carried to the 9-yard line, correction, 8-yard line. It'll bring up 18 Stars, 4th down.
You run that ball, that goal line set is huge. You got nothing but big fellas on there. Use them at your capabilities.
Stars trying to push through for the first down. Stripes say they stopped them, waiting for the spot of the ball. And it looks like they're going to rule him short, at least from the initial position. Waiting on the formal spot of the ball. The referee has turned it over on downs. Stripes got the stop.
Defense holding solid ground, not letting that QB sneak get through. Usually, with an extra push from all the offensive players, it usually gets through, but not this time.
Stars got the ball to start off the first half. So the Stripes in good position right now with a good amount of time to march it down the field.
They just need to get something going offensive-wise. Their defense game has been holding it down for them.
First and 10. Do a deep toss, left side, a great catch in coverage. Incredible grab by Tyron Trammell, the senior from Chambers Academy, pulling it in.
Trammell showing how great of a wide receiver he is. Just getting up at that ladder, making that catch, and concentrating, keeping it in.
First down.
From the 30-yard line, carry up the middle, the defense of the Stars swallows it up. And a flag thrown after the play, like maybe unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, I saw a little extracurricular activities out there.
It is called a personal foul against the Stars, so they will move it up from the end of the play. And first down for the Stripes on the 44-yard line. Wolf looking. Toss left side incomplete. Looked like the pass may have been intended for Standeffer. Brings up a second down.
He had his own teammate, number 7, wide open by himself, just sitting there. He's jumping up and down, waving his arms like, hey, rescue, hey.
Second and 10. Wolf has got pressure, avoids the tackle. Wolf will run it forward. Gain of about 7 yards.
That's the specialty of Wolf there. If he doesn't see anybody open, he'll run the ball, but no problems. He don't have any issues about it. It's all on the defense to keep an eye on him.
7-yard gain, still time for the Stripes to work with as they march it across midfield. Wolf looking, dumps it off. Catch made by Benbrook. Flag on the play as Benbrook gets down to the 35. Make that the 30-yard line after contact. There's a flag down.
Pass complete to number 83, Jordan Benbrook from Chambers Academy. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be called on the Stripes. chop block. So, and what was a great pass off is brought back. And on top of that, time taken off the clock. I think that under 60 seconds. Flag at the line of scrimmage. They play it dead for a false start.
Yeah, we had a wide receiver move a little bit too fast. He was ready to go.
5-yard penalty, still third down.
Still third down as they will move it back 5 yards.
Now's the time you want to throw as many tricky passing plays as you can. Try to get as much yards as you can and use some of your timeouts.
30 seconds. Wolf, 3rd and 15. Toss left side, catch made. Trammell and gets stopped. And time called.
Complete to number 81, Trammell.
Time called by the Stars. Stop the clock with 20 seconds left, so giving some time for them to work with to potentially get the ball back.
Fourth down.
More than likely they will, with being a 4th and 16. Just punted away by the Stripes. And that punt will shave it down to 15 seconds for the Stars to work with. Again, Stripes get the ball to start the second half.
Stars, first down.
We already seen the Stars throw a bomb downfield. Let's see if they can do it again.
Quick toss, pitch back as Goodlow gets out of bounds with 9 seconds.
Well, a smart play, nice short pass, able to get a couple of yards, and then the lateral. It's rare it's used in games, but in a game like this, where you can just have fun and call out crazy plays, why not pull it out?
Second down.
Maybe 2 plays left to work with. And ball fumbled in the backfield. A scramble by Reed. Reed trying to toss it, and it's incomplete. 2, make that 1 second left to deal with. So maybe 1 toss towards the end zone to end the first half.
Great awareness by Reed just to pick that ball straight up and just turn the opposite way of the defenders and get that ball off.
About an hour and 11 minutes is what it's taken for us to get through the first half of this 11-man All-American Bowl. As time expires, toss across the middle, and it's completed to about the 40-yard line, and that will not go anywhere. That is going to take us to the end of the first half. 7-0, a defensive heavy game. The Stars lead over the Stripes in Gatlinburg. 30 minutes left of regulation, about a 10-minute halftime. We'll be back for coverage of the second half here on 8-Man Extreme for the 2021 Gatlinburg All-American Bowl for 11-man football. Welcome to the start of the second half for the 2021 Gatlinburg All-American Bowl game for 11-man football from the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Pittman High School, Legion Field at Hammond Stadium here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. As we start the second half, we want to give you a shot of our production crew and all the hardworking men and women who make this so successful. As Audrey didn't transition it, Spencer Tomsett, Brendan Daniels on the other side of the camera there as he induces motion sickness. There's our executive director there, Audrey Green, running the show, making things happen. James Shannon, the public address announcer in there, as he's hiding in the backcourt. There he is. There's James Shannon. There he is. So working hard as usual. Jerry Jr. is not on camera, even though he should be up here, but he's not. So carry for about 8 yards for now, a second down and 2. And it's the crew that we've essentially had all year long for the 8-man football season, going through from that first jamboree at Christian Community in White House, which seems so long ago, was the start, at least the start of the games. Had our first production meetings back in July as a big sack in the backfield. It's credited there to the stars in Brian Jones, and it's 76 David Cozart. Jones from Christ Church Academy and Cozart from Knoxville Catholic.
They didn't even give him a chance to even try to scoop up the ball. As soon as they saw he misfumbled it, they did everything they could to get in that field and make him pay for it.
Our production meetings started in July, previewed essentially the upcoming season. Had a lot of failures with equipment for that first jamboree. Got through the first week from Lighthouse Christian with the last-second picked up game against the Freedom Cowboys in Antioch. Had several doubleheaders we had to work through. Many long nights. And all concluded, of course, as almost a sack there, and finally followed up and sacked as Roderick Watkins II could not get free. But another great play by the Stripes defense as it brings up a fourth down and a quarter of the field, so it'll be punted away. But got to see a lot. Got to see a lot of great teams around the Southeast, some long travels back from Alabama in several games. Got to cover several state championships, one from Tuscaloosa, one from North Augusta. Got to handle the national championship from Panama City Beach, Florida, and pair that in with all of our Sunday afternoons, Sunday essentially from about 1:30 to 6:30, 5 hours out of our Sundays from July through November taken up, and wouldn't trade it for anything else to share alongside all the amazing crew members that have made this season so successful, and only have a matter of less than 30 minutes until it's all said and done.
And it's never goodbye. It's always see y'all till next time.
But at least for now, Stars begin on the 40-yard line in Stripes territory with that catch being made by Mason Mulder from Georgia Forest Christian. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for a second down.
Pass is complete to Mason Mulder from Georgia Forest. Loss of yardage on the play to bring up a Team Stars second down.
Of course, we talked about it earlier with the 8-man All-American game. That was the final game for the seniors in that, final game of their high school careers. For the seniors, the juniors, one more year. Of course, the sophomores, 2 more. Got to participate. Some of them got to participate with their teammates one last time. Second down and 11. Carry on the right side by Adams. Josh Adams tries to get a first down. He's short a few yards.
Ball is carried to the 32-yard line.
And, of course, for this contest here,
Stars, third down.
seniors have their final game of their high school career winding down with the sun starting to set in Gatlinburg. Special thank you, of course, to the Gatlinburg Chamber of Commerce, the City of Gatlinburg, for helping put on this event, as well as Rocky Top Sports World, Gatlinburg Pittman High School for hosting. It's been a great weekend all around. From talking with the players and the coaches and the staff all involved, everyone's had such a pleasant experience here on the mountain as Adams tries to carry it, swallowed up by the defensive line. But everyone's just talked about having such a great experience with just the mountain environment. There's so many things to do in downtown Gatlinburg, and just the bonding experience as well, to be able to work with some great players that they normally face off against, and coaches that they're normally on the other sideline from in a regular season, but get some wisdom bestowed upon them for the seniors going into their collegiate careers for some of them. And just all around, everyone enjoying this experience here in Gatlinburg on the Smoky Mountains.
Especially the players creating a family-type bond. A lot of the guys during practice were talking to each other about where they're going for the next level and whatnot.
As the Stars can't convert on fourth down, they try going for it deep inside of Stripes territory. It's a turnover on downs. But you're right about that bond that they form, especially, in the A-man game. There were some players matched up that had some strife in the regular season, but once it came to Gatlinburg, it's that team element of knowing they're here for a unified purpose, and it's to win a ball game. And coming here to Smoky Mountains, it's been a great experience, not just for us, but for all the players involved. We've all talked about how fulfilling it's been to be honored and recognized for the hard work they put in, for some in the weight room since the winter of 2021, or some of them even last year in 2020. But the amount of hard work they put in throughout the regular season and the off season to be recognized one last time, it's a special honor. Not everyone gets to go here, but for the players that are here, get to celebrate one last time. As the officials are talking with some of the players of the Stripes right now. And a 1st and 10 for the Stripes. As a scramble, toss across the middle, and a sliding catch made. Great catch there by the Stripes' own. I believe that's 20, maybe 25. Yep, Davis Fugate, the junior from Southern Prep Academy.
A very confident player.
Correction, it's Devontae Owens, the senior from Southern Prep.
And he's a very confident player, too. As y'all can tell, when he got that first down, he just a little cocky with it. And he showed himself even more at the combine yesterday with his speed being, what was it, 3, 4, 5?
Around that, he's very fast. He mentioned the first time, they're like, they need you to go again. He's like, I'm just too fast for it. I'm too fast. First and 10 on the 45-yard line with the catch. And a scramble here for Stripes. Nick Sanford, the second, is going to slide down to about the 50-yard line. And they'll spot him at the 49 from where he gave himself up. A gain of 4.
Yeah, great awareness by him just to get out of that pocket and just gain a few yards and then slide. That's probably the only time we've really seen the quarterback slide this year. I wonder if they have the same rules for the fake slide.
I'm sure they do. If they don't, I'm sure the NFHS will adopt it.
People just be hating on copies, man. Leg player get creative one time, and then all of a sudden they take it away.
2nd and 6. Stripes across the 50. Scramble here. Toss. Catch is made. Cutting back from the tackle. Good catch, and Devontae Owens gets a first down, going deeper into Stars territory.
Pass is complete.
And again, him just showing off his star player role right there. Just able to catch the ball and smart enough to just get out of bounds for his own safety.
Owens from Southern Prep Academy. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line. It'll bring up a team stripes. First down.
Stripes from the 37-yard line. Handoff, right side, carry. Jordan Benbrook. Gain of about 6, make that 5 yards.
Ball carried by number 83, Jordan Benbrook from Chambers Academy. Down to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up a team stripes, 2nd down.
Second and 5. Take the handoff. Looking for the option, going deep downfield, and finds his man for the catch. A great reception by Jack Standeffer. First score of the game for the Stripes.
Jack Standeffer just left that cornerback in the dust. And a perfect throw by the quarterback, just able to lead him into the end zone.
Nick Sanford II used the RPO so well. Went to the right. Took a decent amount of athleticism from the senior of Tuscaloosa Academy. And now a chance to tie it up with the PAT.
Looks like Cooper Connect's not the only one that can run the RPO so well.
Bordelon for point after. And it's through the uprights and perfect. 7 all. 8:05 left to go in the third quarter, and we have a close game here in Gatlinburg.
Winter is the time for families to gather, around the fireside, around the table. The time for clear mountain views and crisp mountain air. For festival lights and holiday memories. For sky-high adventures and high mountain trails. For days of shopping and nights of wonder. For the art of the gift and the gift of nature. It's the time to make memories. It's winter in Gatlinburg. Register to win a free winter getaway.
Booted deep, and no kickoff return, of course. Layer safety kept in mind with that. For 8-man football, still went for all of those.
Team Stars.
Now to the 25-yard line. We'll see how the Stars respond. No, we have not had an overtime game, either the All-Star games, Stream All-Star games, or the All-American games thus far. But depending on how this latter part of the second half shapes out, could be a first.
Hey, there's a first for everything. And if you hold on to your seatbelts, this may be the first for it.
And you wonder if they'll actually continue the game since it's not amount to anything. You wonder if for player safety they would continue the game. But Plenty of time not to worry about that as Josh Adams, the sophomore from Bethlehem Christian, goes to the right side for a gain of 5.
Ball carried by number 5, Josh Adams from Bethlehem Christian. Big gain of 5 on the correction, gain of 10 on the play. Ball spotted at the 30. Bring up a Team Stars second down.
Second down and 5. Scramble with pressure as left side slings it out last second, manages to make the completion. Ty Whitting from Bethlehem Christian keeps it in his possession to move the chains to the 41-yard line.
And an amazing catch. I didn't believe he caught it at first, but that sacrificial dive is the main reason why he got that first down and why he's here today in the All-American game.
First and 10 on the 42. Fake there, almost a sack, toss right side, catch. An immediate meet for the tackle there as the catch is brought in by Bram Lowry.
Up to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a Team Stars second down.
On a second down and 6, scramble, almost a sack. On the run, manages to toss it out and still gets the catch. Mason Mulder. And Jacob Denny is so impressive on the run by making plays like that and making something of nothing to make it a 3rd and 1.
Usually Miles Richardson's able to set himself and get the sack, but luckily the quarterback was able to do a good little dance move to get him off him, and just perfect play by the offense.
Team Stars third down.
Stars are now across midfield. On a 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle, and doesn't look like he got there. Maybe with the second push he did. And that second push with the carry from Samad Muhammad. It's a 4th and it's ruled a first down. They'll move the chains. No measurement. They'll move it forward.
That'll bring up a Team Stars.
Like I said, for the QB sneak, sometimes that little push gets a little boost in there.
Clock stopped. A discussion with Stripes coaching staff and the Whitecap. Coach is having a little bit of an argument here about something. The head coach is discussing something here, having a little bit of an argument. I'm not sure what they're discussing here.
I had no idea either. I mean, if it's all about the progression, I mean, what's there to complain about? This is when we need a coach analyst up here. I mean, we have one we could call.
Coaches analyst, rules analyst would maybe help here. Looks like it's sorted out. 1st and 10 across midfield, 48-yard line. Quick toss, catch is made. It's Goodlow to the 45.
Pass is complete from number 19, Denny, to number 20, Goodlow. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a Team Stars. 2nd down.
Second down and 7. There's Denny looking. He's going to go deep downfield for the end zone. Touchdown! Ty Whitting with the catch.
And with all those defenders, I wonder what happened. Seems like there was a whole bunch of confusion. But Ty Whitting, great catch. Way to make separation for your quarterback, and what an arm.
PAT incoming to make it a 7-point game as the Stars get their first touchdown since the first quarter. Illegal substitution called against the offense. And now they move it back a few yards for the PAT. Down to the 7.
Illegal substitution called on Team Stars.
And PAT is successful even from 5 yards back. 14-7. Stars lead with 3:06 left to go in the third. Just over 18 minutes left to go in the second half of this All-American 11-man bowl,
Kickoff will be spotted at the
2021
25-yard
edition
line.
from
It'll be 18
Rocky Top
strikes.
Sports World in
First
Gatlinburg,
down.
Pittman High School's Legion Field at Hammond Stadium. Start off on the 25-yard line for the Stripes to try and respond. Scramble, looking, it's a sack. Nowhere for Watkins to go as he was brought down for the sack by, looked like Will Johnson, senior from South Lake Christian.
I tell you, this Stars defense is making it hard for this offense to do anything for the Stripes.
Loss of yardage on the play. Ball will be
They're
spotted.
just everywhere with coverage, getting back in the backfield, and giving these quarterbacks and running backs a hard time.
Second down. And the ball is loose, picked back up by the Stripes. Good awareness there for Rydell Martin, senior from Evangel Christian Academy.
Ball is fumbled on the
Just
play.
smart by the offensive lineman. Since he saw the ball drop, just dived on it. Didn't even hesitate.
Bring up a team
It's a
strike.
loss of a
Third down.
yard to bring up a 3rd down and 11. Fake here, Watkins looking incomplete. Pass intended for Peebles.
Pass is incomplete. They'll bring up a team
And again,
strike.
I called this before. Those jump passes ain't going to help you. So you might as well stay on your feet, try to sell them all you can, take the hit, and throw.
Fourth down and 11, a punt away to the 45-yard line.
45-yard line will be a Team Stars first down. Ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize some of these young men that don't get their names called very often, but are an integral part of the game. Your offensive line for Team Stripes. Number 50 from Chambers Academy, Dylan Williams. Number 48 from Lindsay Lane Christian, Mason Burns. From Evangel Christian, number 47, Rydell Martin. Number 61 from Chambers Academy, Levi Waldrop. Number 63 from Evangel Christian, Tyler James.
First and
Number
10 on the
64 from
45-yard
Lindsay
line.
Lane Christian, Joseph Morgan. Number 49 from Chambers Academy, Wyatt Kane. And number 76 from the Anderson Cavaliers, Carson Chandler.
Lob to the right side, a carry. About the 49. Josh Adams.
Ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line.
Second down and 6.
Second down.
Last play of the third quarter. A 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Likely they're just going to run down the clock here. They'll get one play off. Scramble here. Flag in the backfield. This is going deep downfield, and it's a catch.
Ooh.
It's a catch by Miles Goodlow, but there is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. So likely this is just going to be brought back for an offensive holding.
Down to the 15-yard line. Here's the flag on the play.
Yep, it's going to be brought back. And I believe this is the end of the third quarter.
Looks like the officials are going to try to maybe make him play.
And it looks like they are discussing it, and they're going to. Looks like they are moving to the other side. That's going to be the end of the fourth quarter. 14-7, shaping up for a spectacular finish as the Stars lead over the Stripes in the 2021 Gatlinburg All-American Bowl for 11-man football.
Winter is the time for families to gather, around the fireside, around the table. The time for clear mountain views and crisp mountain air, for festival lights and holiday memories, for sky-high adventures and high mountain trails, for days of shopping and nights of wonder, for the art of the gift and the gift of nature. It's the time to make memories. It's winter in Gatlinburg. Register to win a free winter getaway.
"15 minutes left in the 11-man All-American Bowl as this ball is carried to the left side by the Stars. Muhammad breaking free to about the 50-yard line. Spot him at the 49 across midfield, and what a game it's been for Samad Muhammad, senior from Bessemer Academy.
And the speed on this kid, too, just able to get to that second level in a blink of an eye. His defense is going to have to do better in containing him on the stretch plays.
From the 49-yard line, pitch to the right side. Carry by Goodlow as Goodlow gets down to the 45. Gain of a few yards. They'll spot him at the 44 for a second down and 5.
From Christchurch Academy, ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. Will be a Team Stars second down.
Second and 5. Lob. Adams. Left side. First down. To the 34.
Ball carried by
And that was all went in the trenches, making a good hole for him to run through. And Adams with a perfect pickup of the first down.
spotted at the 34-yard line. It'll be a Team Stars first down.
Stars march down to try and increase their lead to 2 scores. Carry again from Adams. Only a gain of a yard. And this defense has not allowed Adams to really do anything since that touchdown in the first quarter.
They'll allow him in the outside. There's not much you can do about that. But when it comes up the middle, that defensive line is not having it.
33-yard line. They'll bring up 18 Stars. Second down.
And I believe a timeout called by the Stars.
Timeout.
Or at least there was a stoppage by the officials. So no formal timeout charge, just a stoppage on the play. Second down and 9. Second and 9. Handoff, fake, pass, flag. Sometimes you don't need to use as full of sentences as realized on that. Holding call against the offense. And they'll bring it back. Brings it down to the 46-yard line.
Back to the 46-yard line. Holding called on Team Stars. Still second down.
About a second down and 20. Scramble looking for the pass. Under pressure, gets it off. It almost could have been intercepted there by John White.
Thought the defense had gotten there on time. As much pressure was applied.
Third and long coming up for the Stars as the Stripes defense has stood up where it's needed to. Stars only lead by 1 score, which is what they were leading by the majority of the game. Stripes have not led once. Scramble, looking for the pass off, avoiding the sack. Good scramble, finally brought down for the sack. Big play made by Gavin Williams, the senior from Pike Liberal Arts.
You might be able to get away from one defensive lineman, but this defensive line right here, you can't get away from 2.
Gavin Williams from Pike Liberal Arts. All be spotted at the 50-yard line. Correction, the 49. We'll bring up 18 Stars. Fourth down.
From the 46-yard line, the Stars will punt it away.
Punt punt will be down at the 18-yard line. We'll bring up a 1st and 10, team stripes.
And we'll see if the Stripes can actually march it down the field and even up the score as they did earlier. Carry to the right side for the Stripes to start off this drive. It's Benbrook. A gain of about a yard for a 2nd and 9.
Ball is carried by number 83, Jordan Benbrook from Chambers Academy, down to the 20-yard line. We'll bring up a team stripes, 2nd down.
One-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Stripes started out this drive on their own 20-yard line. They try to push it down, and this pass batted by the defenseman, Brian Jones, Jr. from Christ Church Academy.
As defensive lineman, if you can't get the sack, the best thing you can do is just jump up and make it difficult for that quarterback to see that check down. And great deflection as well.
Third down and 9. Looking for the pass. Found it, but incomplete, intended for Peebles.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7, Garrett Peebles from Southern Prep Academy. That'll bring up a team stripes, 4th down.
And the punt away takes it down to 10-17, and the Stars will take over again.
Stars, 1st down.
Really defense-oriented game here in this 11-man bowl, and shown with how low the score has been.
Absolutely, yeah. These defensive linemen on both sides, they're applying pressure, not allowing the running game to go up the middle, and coverage has been pretty great on both sides too. When the quarterbacks are able to get out to the receivers, still deflections out there.
No, it's tough to do in a defensive-heavy game, but do you have any picks for your players of the game, offense, defense, and overall?
Offense, I'm going to have to say Adams. He's been the one guy that's not only gave the Stars some yards and one score. So he's a big player for offense for me. And then defense-wise, I have to give it to Richardson. He's made big impacts on defense for these Stripes team. Now MVP, that's a bigger question.
Guess it depends on which one ends up with the W.
Exactly.
Left side carry. And a big defensive move.
ball is carried by number 36, Miles Tate from Asheville Christian, down to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a Team Stars third down.
Third down now for the Stars, 6 yards to gain. Third and 6. And a loss on the play. Give that to Gavin Williams and company.
Ball carrier is taken down for a loss on the play.
Dang, I might have to change my defensive player in the game. Might be the whole defensive lineman at this rate. Everybody has made some type of impact when it comes to defensive lineman for the Stripes. So
It's now a 4th and 10. Stars will be forced to punt it away. Now the Stripes are running out of options. As Stars punt it away, and this will go all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Punt will be down at the 24-yard line. It'll bring up a Team Stripes first down.
let's see if these Stripes can actually do something this time. But the Stars defense has been stopping them.
First and 10. Faked handoff, looking under pressure, sack, and several flags fly. But a sack.
Is sacked on the play, but there are flags.
You're not going to be able to do little triple fakes right here because this defense is well read on this offense.
It's face mask called against the defense, so a lucky break for the Stripes.
Very lucky. It would have pinned them very deep in there.
Face backs will be called against Team Stars.
And they move the ball up for a first down to the 39-yard line. Really lucky break there for the Stripes as they try to even up the score.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. It'll be a Team Stripes first down.
First and 10. Incomplete pass intended for Trammell.
Trammell, he's been catching every ball that's been thrown to him, and that's the first drop of the game. He's even more focused on running than he is catching that ball.
Ball carried back to the line of scrimmage. Spotted at the 39-yard line. It'll bring up a Team Stripes second down.
Toss left side, catch is made. Reception and forced out of bounds is Devontae Owens.
Pass complete from number 18, Sanford, to number 35, Owens. Ball
Makes it
spotted
a
at
third
the
down and 2.
47-yard line. It'll be a Team Stripes third down.
Hand it off up the middle, up to the 49-yard line. They're not going to push the pile any further. And the spot will move the chains for a first down for the Stripes.
Forward progression. It's a lucky call for the Stripes.
As they push it forward and try to even up the score. Right on the 50. Officials timeout. I believe something going on with the chains or the ball. They fix the issue. First and 10. Looking for the pass. Gets it off. Catch across the middle. Great reception by Devontae Owens down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 20.
And again, just keep moving your feet and don't worry about what's coming off your shirt. Owens had a little trailer around him. Was able to catch that ball and get a nice first down, a couple of yards gain.
Just 6 minutes remain in this 11-man All-American Bowl. As the Stripes try to even it up. First down toss over and wide open on the left side. The catch made. Jordan Benbrook. Touchdown.
Just a lack on the defense finally what the Stripes needed as Benbrook is sitting there by himself and the quarterback's able to find him. Now here's the question. Do you go for the field goal or go for two?
Looks like they've got Bordelon on for the PAT. So I think that does answer your question.
Looks like they might have changed their minds. And go for two.
Yeah, you're right. And there's a timeout called by the Stars to think it over. Maybe after this stoppage, they will go for one. But timeout with 5:34 left to go in the game. And that's the big question. You know, it's an All-American game. The winning at the end of the day doesn't matter with it. So you could probably take a risk. You could go for two, something like that. But I have to wonder what is in the mind right now. Danny Lewis and Roland Bell.
Well, I would pull the craziest trick play I can. I mean, even though they haven't been working lately because this defense has been on point. But you caught them slacking one time, maybe you can catch one more time in this two-point conversion.
And they're going to go for two. Taking a risk. For the lead. Toss to the end zone.
Not enough.
Incomplete. Couldn't keep the catch in bounds. 14-13. The Stars still lead the Stripes. What a stand made by the Stars defense.
Team Stripes, 13.
5:34 left in regulation. Stripes down by 1 as they went for 2. Try and take their first lead of the game. And they will boot it up. And kept at the 23-yard line. Now the name of the game for the Stars, just run out the clock.
Pretty tough when you have a good defensive line, though. And they're going to keep pulling them back and back and back.
Kickoff will be spotted at the 25-yard line. And bring up a Team Stars first down.
First and 10 from the 25. Stars in motion. Take the handoff left side with carry. And gain a few yards.
28-yard line. It'll bring up a Team Stars second down.
The carry by Samad Mohammed from Besmer Academy. Looked a little slow to get up, back on his feet. Second down and 6. Toss right side, catches made. Miles Goodlow brought down out of bounds and a flag thrown.
Ball is carried by Goodlow.
Face mask against the offense.
Fumble on the play, and it is recovered by Team Stripes.
But even then, the Stripes got the ball on the fumble with the face mask. And exactly what the Stripes needed.
Absolutely, another fumble called by the Stripes, and now they have a better chance of getting into that end zone and taking the lead for the first time of the game.
Devontae Owens, the one who recovered. You could see the hype from him and the rest of the bench on the sideline. And now the Stripes have the upper hand. Quick turn of events.
Correction. Simply a penalty on the play.
Oh, we were incorrect. They were pointed to the other side. So
15-yard line.
the Stars is just a penalty with the face mask. It's now a second down.
20, Team Stars.
So no fumble recovery. Second down. Scramble. Looking across the middle. It's intercepted! A pick by Philip Lancaster, the senior from Tuscaloosa Academy. Several flags, but he's inside the 15-yard line. Philip Lancaster with the crucial pick.
And he just read that quarterback, just followed his eyes, followed him wherever he went, and just waited for the moment to catch that ball for a great interception, a clutch interception.
As there is a flag called. It was pass interference called on the defense.
Oh, man.
The ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line.
It's pass interference, and because of that, it is still in possession. Or actually, no, it's pass interference called, but it is still an interception for the Stripes. Stripes have the chance to take their first lead of the game, and late. 1st and 10. Handoff. That's Jordan Benbrook. Goes up the middle to the 15. What a close game it has been. You think about if they had made that point after instead of going for 2. It would come down to a field goal to win it, which that might be the case here for the Stripes.
Bring up a team Stripes, 2nd down.
Handoff up the middle, finding the seam. Decent carry by Benbrook again. It's a gain of a few yards there, 3rd down. Just going to 2 minutes and winding down left in the All-American Bowl.
And Benbrook's just able to find space to get some yards in, but he's limping up a little bit, as you can see on the screen.
They're down at 5. Minute 35 left to go. With motion, looking for the pass across the middle. Toss to the left side and incomplete.
And he had a man wide open deep in the end zone, number 9. But with that pressure coming on, he doesn't really have time to see him.
So now a 4th and 5. This essentially decides the outcome of the game, barring a defensive penalty. Field goal attempt from Bordelon to take the lead for the first time for the Stripes.
This is a big field goal right here. You make this, you take the lead, and trust in your defense.
And especially, yet again, they will not pressure. Bordelon from about 30 plus. Perfect through the uprights.
Beautiful kick. Took his time to gather it. Since there's no pressure, might as well.
With 80 seconds left to go, it is now a 2-point lead.
And to think, this defensive game turned into big major field goal opportunities for special teams. And a lot of turnovers in the clutch.
.80 seconds left for these seniors in their high school football careers. And you can see on the far side, Ryan Arrington is warming up. Wonder what Ryan Arrington's exact range is. See if the Stars can march it down the field, give him the opportunity to win the game.
In a moment like this, though, as a kicker, you're not thinking about your range. You're just focusing on trying to make sure you make that kick.
And booted up, of course, no return on the kickoff. Be caught at about the 25-yard line. So now 75 yards for the Stars to march down.
They got a lot of work to do. And
It'll be a Team Stars
Hopefully no interceptions this play. As the quarterback's going to have to play amnesia this time. That mistake never happened. This is a big game right here and a big drive.
A couple quick things. First off, thank you for coming out to Gatlinburg Pittman High School. Let's give them a big round of applause for hosting today's game. Please remember to leave the bleachers the same or better than you found them. Also, after the game, all the teams will meet in the middle of the field for the presentation of the MVP trophies.
1st and 10, a scramble to the left side. Good awareness to get out of bounds by Jacob Denny.
Absolutely great awareness. That's how you know he's an elder man out here playing football. He knows what to do. If he doesn't have anything, just scramble out, get a close set first down to get out of bounds.
The teams will meet in the middle of the field for the presentation of the MVP awards. Please allow them to get their pictures, then parents may head onto the field. Thank you.
2nd down and 2. Time management of the essence here. Denny, scramble, avoids the sack, has got some more space to run on the edge, gets out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
I don't know how he made it out of that one for sure, because I thought he was sacked for good. But he's able to skip out of that little hole and just able to get that first down. Smart running out there.
And they ask for the clock to be stopped, and wound down to about 60 seconds. On the 50, Denny, scrambling, tosses it to the left side and almost caught by Goodlow. Now 54 seconds.
That'll bring up 18 stars, 3rd down.
If he had made that pass, that'd been a miracle. And just exactly what they needed. He's doing whatever he can to keep this drive alive and not try to get that clock run down.
.54 seconds. Stars just trying to get in Arrington's reasonable range. Have a 2nd down and 10. Denny looking. Quick toss, left side, it's caught. Looked like it was an interception, but the catch made by Goodlow.
Me and you both thought it was an interception because the way the defensive player was reacting, he looked like he got that. Was able to catch that ball and get out of bounds. Smart move.
Went through the hands of Anton Scott and moves it to the 29-yard line with 47 ticks of the clock to go. Now within reasonable range for Arrington, but a touchdown would give a little more cushion. From the 29, Denny looking,
Got time.
dumps it off. Dumped it off to Goodlow to get a few yards there to 38 seconds.
And for once, this offensive line is holding back that defensive line that usually gives them troubles, but they're able to stop them and give him plenty of time to find somebody.
2nd down.
It's a 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6, Denny. He's got time, left side, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Goodlow. That'll bring up 18 Stars. 3rd down. I said it was 3rd down.
Third down and 6. Denny rolling, looking. Denny finds the pass and 2 feet inbounds. What a catch by Goodlow. Move the chains for a 1st down on the 17-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 17-yard line. That's a Team Stars 1st down.
Denny on the 17-yard line, looking for the end zone. Denny airing it out towards that direction, incomplete. Intended again for Goodlow.
Intended for Goodlow.
That one was a tad bit dangerous.
That'll bring up 18
If the
Stars.
secondary behind him would have been paying attention and ran behind and got the interception, that would have been game.
.23 seconds left on a 2nd and 10. Motion. Denny again looking to that left side, has got the catch. This time to Whitting.
Pass is complete.
Good management. 18 seconds left on the game clock.
Just one more play. Maybe try to find something in the end zone. And if it's not there, either throw it away or just throw it close enough where you can get your kicker a nice advantage.
It's on the 12-yard line.
3rd down.
They're down, and they'll just give it as a keeper to Goodlow. Tries to push through to the line to gain, and
Ball carried by number
ruled
20, Goodlow.
short.
Timeout on the field. That'll bring up 18 Stars.
As the
4th
Stars
down.
call a timeout, they're on 4th down. This is essentially the game, barring a defensive penalty. 1 yard short. Give Arrington the chance to take the lead here.
Absolutely. You just let them chip in that ball. It's not too far. You have enough to just really just chip it on in. I probably would have let it run down to at least 1 second, though.
And they've got Arrington out there. So many crucial moments for Lancaster Christian over the years. For Arrington, of course, he's a junior. He's got 1 more year with the Knights for the 2022. Played in that state championship game against Grace Baptist about a month ago. Been warming up on the sidelines, and now for the chance for his Stars to take the lead with seconds to go.
Ryan Arrington.